Good day. We are the fifth group. Today, we are going to discuss our virtual laboratory on batch flow reactor.
Reaction kinetics studies in a batch reactor. For the introduction, we have Diana. Batch reactors are used for most of the reactions carried out in a small-scale operation, hence it is the preferred reactor in the laboratories and pharmaceutical industries where small volumes of high-value product are made. According to Fogler HS 2016, batch reactors are beneficial for testing new processes that have not been fully developed, as well as for the manufacture of expensive products, and for processes that are difficult to convert to continuous operations. When it comes to its working principle, batch reactor describes no continuous flow of reactants entering the system or products leaving the system while the reaction takes place. It is also a closed system which total mass of each batch is fixed. Moving on to the experimental setup, we have Carol Jade. For the virtual setup, the volume of the reactor was set to 1 liter, and the stock concentrations of both ethyl acetate and sodium hydroxide was set to 0.040 m. Based on the initial molar ratio of the reactants, the volume of the sodium hydroxide and ethyl acetate was calculated. The conductivity was noted for varying temperature of each initial molar ratio of the reactants. This is the virtual laboratory setup, wherein the conductivity meter probe has one end that is connected to a measurement device, such as a computer. We then input the calculated volumes of the solutions. The obtained volume of the sodium hydroxide was added into the reactor and mixed with a stirrer. The heater was also switched on to reach the desired temperature. When the required temperature in the reactor was maintained, we then added the ethyl acetate solution and started the stopwatch. The conductivity was noted down at different time with intervals of 30 seconds. This procedure was continued until no change in the value of conductivity meter reading was observed. The experiment was repeated at various temperatures, and lastly observations and tables for the raw data were recorded and filled out respectively, and proceeded to calculations.